And welcome back to another episode of Last Night's Pizza. I'm your host, Tako Artis, history's spiciest DJ, all that jazz. Also, I have the flu this week, so this is flu game episode for Taco. Here with my co-host for the anime and chill section of 501, DB, the Dark Britain, and DB. You were talking, well, we were talking. You got some huge news. You're wearing the news all over right now. Speak on it, man. Go ahead and say
I
it.
am wearing the news. DB is decked out in the GB. I have been a Green Bay Packers fan since I was 7 years old, so the better part of 30 years now, which is horrible to say out loud. But my team, my franchise, has actually done something we rarely ever do. We are a draft and develop team. We don't really go out and get all these high flying number one players in the league. But today we took advantage of an old man down in Dallas, Texas, and Jerry Jones has given up Micah Parsons for two first round picks and literally one of our former first round picks. We drafted, what was his name? He was our one of our defensive linemen, Kenny Clark. We drafted him in 2016, 2015, 2016. So this is his 10th year. I love him. He's an amazing human being. Bye.
Thank you
Micah
for
Parsons is literally a first round ballot Hall of Famer, and he's only played 4 years in the league. We've now made him the highest paid defensive player of all time. I'm fine with that. I don't care. Give that man his money. Micah Parsons is a Green Bay Packer, and he is going to eat Caleb Williams, Jared Goff, and who's McCarthy up in Minnesota alive, and I cannot wait. And we play the Dallas Cowboys this year, guys.
and
This has been a day.
September 7th, first game of the season, Lions in Green Bay.
Lions in Green Bay. All of my Lions fans friends are just like, "Oh, he's overrated." I was like, "Bring that energy to Kalamazoo. I want this smoke right now." Third whiskey, by the way. In the no, this is my second. Third will be
I
after
was going to
this.
say, dude, you were just on the second 2 minutes ago.
No, this is my second. This is my second. I'm getting ready for my third. This
He's
is
gearing up.
oh my. I am y'all. This is a day. Wayne is
Awesome.
having an amazing day of sports
Awesome.
wise.
We love that for him.
So
Also,
it's
DB, what did you say about those two draft picks that you guys sent to Dallas?
We sent them our 2026 and 2027 first round picks.
There
But
was
if you
a really strong word you used for those draft picks. I'm trying to remember. Um, Fuck them draft picks is what Wayne said.
oh
Actually.
fuck them picks,
Yeah.
fuck them picks. Green Bay, and this is not a shot at our front desk and all of that, but the last 7 years, Jair Alexander was literally our first round pick who did anything in his first 2 years. Last year hasn't done damn thing. The year before that hasn't done a damn thing. It takes them about 2 to 3 years in our organization because they draft someone with high capabilities who doesn't really come in and perform the first 2 years, but that third year they take off. I don't care about first round picks. I don't. That's just how my team works. So our second round picks have been notoriously much better than our first in the first 2 to 3 years. So fuck them picks. Why do I care about a first round pick when our second round pick are even more productive and our third round picks are just as productive? I'm fine. I'm living the life, y'all. I'm living the life.
So this is me being transparent. I've been getting back into football for the first time in close to a decade this preseason. Um, and I have a neighbor, shout out John, who's been getting me hyped up for it. Some friends like DB and some others. So I'm excited to actually watch some foosball this year and get back into sports like how it used to be. Um, I said a few years ago on my podcast, back when it was Last Night's Pizza, that the Lions just need to change their culture, and I wouldn't buy in until they did. Um, they did. They had a couple back-to-back winning seasons and positive seasons in the playoffs. My Pistons are doing well. Tigers doing well. But I want to make sure I say this on the podcast. The Lions find more creative ways to disappoint like the women in my life and society at this point. But when I die, I want the Lions to be my pallbearers just to let me down one more time. Um, yeah, you guys, fuck my family. They'll probably drop me. But the Lions, they drop big games anyway, so I'm not expecting much. Just drop me in the hole. Actually, I'm going to be cremated and planted
Oh
onto a
no.
marijuana farm. Um, you guys can smoke tacos in the morning. But yeah. So
That's a
anyway,
good way to
no,
go.
yeah. I mean, people are gonna literally like be smoking on Taco and be like, he was a pretty alright guy, bro. Like I actually miss him. Blowing me down. Pause. Anyway, so yeah, no, I'm excited because DB came in like red hot. I'm like, oh, we have to open with this huge news. And ironically enough, this is like the one day I'm not paying attention to NFL Network because I'm just like bedridden and dying for the past 3 days. Still trying to get homework done, still trying to be productive. Um, and the first thing DB does is get on the podcast and he's just like, I am boss of the wall. We got Micah Parsons. I'm just like, whoa. So that literally was like my 5 hour energy at 7 p.m. Um, and this has kind of been like a week for DB because our main topic today is some Oda news, maybe apostrophe or asterisk, excuse me, about Sengoku being among the big 4 or 5 or so. Um, and as our OP aficionado, our One Piece aficionado, I want to let DB take the point on this because he did the actual deep dive. I just found uh, the topic, coincidentally enough, on Threads, uh, off-brand Twitter. So, yeah, DP, you wanna speak on it, man? And just
Yeah, so I it's one of those where I think this is one of those translation issues as well as like things getting just like lost in the sauce
isn't that
because
ironic
like
that was topic 2 weeks
the
ago?
yeah, so the whole attention grabber header is Roger, Garp, Whitebeard, and Sengoku apparently on the same level power wise. I can see that being like Sengoku is kind of in the mix as far as being as strong, but I do think there's a little bit of a translation issue as far as like he is as strong as Garp, Whitebeard, and Roger. I don't. There is. It could be, definitely could be, but from everything that I've been able to see and find, it's like he is strong. He is up there with them, but we wouldn't necessarily be like all 4 of them on the same level.
Yeah,
Especially because in different parts of One Piece, Garp and Sengoku were having had to join up to defeat certain individuals. So there's that. The War of the Best, that was one of those situations where Sengoku showed a lot of strength, and I think that his devil fruit is fairly strong and can give him because he has literally a god's devil fruit, like a mythical Zoan devil fruit. It may not mean as much for Taco, who's just like a mythical Zoan. What the hell is that? But
I
it.
I know a little bit about that. So here's my
Oh,
Captain America moment. I understood that reference.
there you go.
Yeah, isn't it
Yeah.
like a
So
Phoenix Zoan or something like
there
that?
is
Or
a Phoenix Zoan. So there are mythical
I know
beings,
things.
and he is a Buddha. So there's one where it's like he does have godly power. So that's where I think a lot of that is kind of getting mixed in the sauce, where he is has like godly power kind of thing. But I don't think that he is as strong as Whitebeard with his Quake Fruit, who would literally destroy the planet, or Roger and Garp, whose hockey is at a point where they just wreck everything. So I think that you could probably be like Roger Garp, but then you would have like a Whitebeard and then a Sengoku. So if you were ranking the top 5, then yes, he would be like on par with them. But if we're putting on our power scalar hats and getting all ready for this, I would not say in a 1v1 Sengoku holds his own against any of them 1v1. Like, people make the argument that Roger was stronger than Garp because Roger would have to, if they were the same, if they were as strong as each other, and that's where the argument is like, then they would knock each other out and that's it. But people are like, if Garp was stronger, then Roger would have been brought in. That makes sense. But if they're the same strength, then they come to a stalemate and go their separate ways.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like,
And
eh.
and this is just for my own clarification because I'm a complete noob. This is Go D Roger, right?
Yes.
All right. So, Mister, I'll tell you where One Piece is, or something like that. Or I left it all in One Piece.
Yep.
I gotcha. I actually remember that too. So
Yeah.
I know a little bit. I know a little bit. I can
Yeah. And
probably get into it.
there's a lot to the argument of how he got captured and all that, so I won't ruin anything like that. But as far as lore and One Piece and all of that, I would put them as like equal in strength, and then you would have like everyone else, so all the other pirates and all the others. Now, it is to be said that there is another pirate on the scene that was probably stronger than both of them, which is where who we're learning about right now, who is an absolute monster. So that's kind of where we're all just like, is he stronger than them? We think he is. We're being it's being alluded that he is stronger than all of them because
Umi
he
or
is just
Yumi or something like that.
what's up?
Is it Umi or Yumi or something like
No,
that?
it's his name is Rox. Rox D
Okay.
Zebek.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
I
well, I
don't
can
know.
at least say his name. I'm not gonna say who he's related to and what all he does and all of that. Um, but Rox is literally stronger than everyone.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of where we're at. Of like, interesting,
Gotcha.
very very
Yeah.
interesting.
So it's kind of thank you for that because now you've piqued my interest even more in OP. Um, and ironically enough, my buddy Samson, um, he's not like the biggest OP fan, but he's also a huge setting fan. So I'm more like character based. He's more like a huge fan of wide settings where you can just have adventures and explore. And I like free range games and settings too. Um, he actually just got me into Genshin Impact, so I've been kind of playing that a bit with some Xenoblade. Um, but
Xenoblade's a
going back,
callback.
man, it's literally I almost, crashed out, as the kids say, when one of the early characters makes an early exit. And I'll leave it at that, so I don't spoil the game for anybody. Um, but speaking of power scaling, because I've been having more power scaling conversations, power scaling is just a very interesting world in and of itself. But then you
True.
put it on Reddit, and you get all types of just interesting conversations. Let's put it that way. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, especially in the Naruto universe, where you have things that or characters that never existed, like Prime Hiruzen or Healthy Itachi. Um, so you have to kind of just get to more of that conjecture and mistranslations and beats versus word of God and statements made in the manga or anime or whatever. So power skilling's becoming one of my new uh, uh, fixations, I'll say. Um,
Don't
it's
let it
just
consume you too much, though.
oh,
You
I
can go
can't.
down a rabbit hole.
Oh, there's a lot of brain rot there too, dude. Like I literally was reading a Madara versus Hashirama debate, and some kid just jumps in. This is off topic, but Minato Glaciers would say that Minato is Rasengan can take out a Biju bomb or whatever, and I'm just like going back to the comments. I had to respond at that point. I'm like, literally, no one in this comment thread mentioned Minato. Not a single soul. Like, apparently, he doesn't just live rent free in his Glazer's head or his Wanker's head or whatever. And people start laughing. I'm like, dude, I was thinking the same exact thing. So, there's a lot of brain rot there, dude. Everybody's a glazer or a wanker or a farmer these days. Is that number three? Is that glass of
This is
whiskey?
no. This is still number two. This is still number two. I've got. Well, this is the double though. That's why.
Gotcha,
Started
gotcha,
started out up here.
gotcha. We might have to do some old fashions, man. Bartending has been interesting, getting back into it, but
Nice.
yeah, yeah. Everybody's a or a farmer, a glazer, a wanker. Um, it's hard to take those conversations too seriously outside of like my Discord server, just because a lot of people throw around like the common lingo, I guess, or the lingo of today, and aren't really making a lot of sound arguments. There are some really good points. I will say that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
one was one was an argument, or I wouldn't say argument. It was a what if. Who would be a better sensei for Naruto if not Erosenin, um, Orochimaru, or Tsunade of the Sani? Who would have been a better? And I played devil's advocate and made a case for Orochimaru. So there are some interesting topics there. Um,
Probably
I,
off of just creativity alone, because Tsunade can't doesn't think out of the box as a fighter. Naruto does, so and Orochimaru definitely does. So I can give you that, but that's why power scaling can be such a rabbit hole because it's
oh,
literally
actually,
like it's matchups.
yeah. Well, the reason I said Orochimaru, just playing devil's advocate, he has a more versatile kit, and there are some things he's experienced with that Naruto gains later that he could probably introduce Naruto to sooner. And like a lot of people say, there's a guy who has just really bad takes, and he's saying like Hebe or Hebi, I'm probably not, or Hebai, Snake, basically Sasuke, was stronger than Taka or Hawk Sasuke. So Sasuke with curse technique or the curse seal in part two was stronger than Sasuke with the Mangekyo Sharingan that went up
Hmm.
against B. And I'm like, literally, no, dude. Like, he lost the curse seal, but got the Mangekyo Sharingan. And then, like, the quality of his opponents just went straight to Perfect Jinchuriki, Hokage, Sage Kabuto, and then Gods. Like, that's literally like the quality and the skill of the tiers he was fighting after he got that Mangekyo.
Right.
So I mean, I see some of the points, but this guy just has a really he has horrible takes. But that's just the rabbit hole, like you mentioned, dude. It's literally just matchups, and I want to get into those more on our own podcast, just discussing some of those. Um, Admittedly, I have been absolutely useless the last 3 days.
You've been
I get
sick.
up,
No worries.
yeah, I get up, I walk ghosts, and um, I get back in bed. I want to love that for me, but as I'm a neurospicy ADHDer, I'm losing my mind, just not doing things. So,
Fair.
um,
I
but
like
it's
I like those days. Well, today was literally one of my days of just not doing anything, and then
and
I
you got
saw that
some
news,
fucking
and then I just
news.
started getting drunk. So
Why do you
I
wait till I take a sip to say something funny, then I almost spit it out?
hey, that's just called real life, my dude. It's those real life takes. Keep it live.
I'm just gonna
Keep it live.
spit on the camera. It's not gonna be a blooper reel. It's just gonna go right into the episode. All right. So next up on the podcast, we're gonna jump into some just shooting the shit. Talk about some Kagurabachi because that manga is literally cooking, and I cannot wait until they finally animate it. It's only on like chapter 92 right now, so they don't have much material to work with before they'll get caught up. Um, but that anime, I mean, that manga is just literally fire, man. I mean, it's like better Bleach meets JJK meets Demon Slayer,
Hmm.
and it's nice, it's tight, it's consistent storytelling, it's just banger action, and it's edgy as hell. but it unpacks characters in such a really, really just real and authentic way. Um, and I'm going to take a quick pause here. We're going to jump right back into it and just talk about some Kagurabachi. I'm getting caught up on season 2 of um, uh, Dadadan. Literally got one of my neighbors, Autumn, into it. She's kind of like Bay right now. She's just a beautiful human being. Like, absolutely, like, just that's my homie. But I got her into it, and she's literally just like, I love it. I'm already on season 2 episode. Like, she's damn near caught up to me, and she just started watching it like a week ago.
That's hilarious. That's so
Bro,
funny.
like, so literally, we're just not even gonna take a pause. Let's just go into this. Literally, she's on a plane on a flight to Vegas, and she's like, "Should I be watching this in public?" Because she's watching episode 1 with the aliens.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you
Bro,
gotta.
I was like, it's wild, but you might want to put your headphones in. She's like, I'm not worried about the headphones so much as the graphics. I'm like, yeah, just maybe make sure nobody's peeking over your shoulder, but just trust me, it gets better. I know I'm rocking with it because she's just absolutely spicy like me. So there's that. Um, and now she's just like, oh my god, like when they were like chasing each other through the high school, looking for each other. She said that is so real. I'm like, absolutely, like. And then episode 6 or 7 when Momo gets the job at the oh my god, and she's just watching the time, and I'm just like, oh,
So relatable.
all the feels. Like she's just waiting, and Okaroon, runs up after her, like, I'm gonna walk you home, and he's like almost reaches her hand, and he's like, oh crap, and then she takes his hand like because it's cold. I'm like, oh my god, like all the
It,
feels, bro. So like,
it's
that's where Taco is right now in life. I'm edgy watching like these banger fights in Kagurabachi because it is choreographed so stellar. And then I'm like a complete simp for this teenage paranormal rom com anime and manga, da da da. So that's literally like the two faces of Taco. Oh, it's just my life is so beautiful right now. So
good.
I highly recommend anyone jump into Dada. I have not heard a bad review about it since I've been recommending it. Um, it's absolutely stellar. Do you have any insights you want to add, DB, to the gold that is Dada?
Dadadan is really one where I've read a little bit ahead. I think we're going to be ending sometime soon around where I stopped. We've mentioned it a lot of times how it's really just this pure people becoming friends and then falling in love because of it. He just genuinely cares about her, and he has the innocence that a lot of us young men wish we had, where we're not just out chasing booty and all this stuff. We just really want to care about someone and
He's
then
not
chase
dingy.
after the booty. Like he's not trying to get laid. Like that's, and I think that's
He's
why it's
not
so.
dingy.
Yeah, he's not cringy at all. He's not dingy, which is rhymes with
Not
cringy.
dingy.
Yeah,
Right.
but dingy rhymes with cringy. So,
Absolutely.
um, but that's dingy is all of us, and that's why we reflect in him. Okaroon is who we want to be, and I think that's very fair to say.
Oh yeah.
We want to be able to do our own nerd thing, and then just be in awe when someone gives us the attention instead of be all about the girl and not really have her own thing. That's why Okaroon is such an amazing person. He's a gentleman. This dude ran. And it's just like, good job today. How did work go? It wasn't like, oh, let's get you home or anything like that. It's just like, good job. How did work go? Also, Momo's friends are some of the best side characters I have ever seen. Those
Shout out
girls
to his
are a
friends.
menace, but they're amazing. Those
They're
young
they're
ladies.
they're the walking dating app. They're the walking hinge. Literally, they're like, no, you two like each other. We're hooking you two up. Like you two are gonna be a thing. Like comes to your bay at work.
She
Like
would never. Momo would never have told them in a million years. They knew the entire thing. They knew exactly when to go. They slipped the photo of all of them into his pocket. They know, like when was it Deji? Not Deji. Yoji shows up. They're just like, and he's hot, but Momo is with Okarum, so I don't know what's going on there. Like they are so on point. I love them so much. They abduct Okarum. They're like, we're gonna take you for tea. He's like, no, I don't want to date. We're friends. No, I don't want to go on a date. If Gigi and Momo went out for tea, would it be a date? And he's like, no, it wouldn't. Ha! So like they use his
Facts.
own logic against them. They're just such good friends. I love it so much.
So I want you said something. I want to just backtrack to that because it's literally like it's our character development as men. As young
I
men,
like that.
thank you. As young men, we are dingy, chasing the booty, because we think that is what affection is at that point in time. Then we get the character development after we get, all the dingy trauma in one. Our exes try to kill us. They vomit in our mouths. Um, they jerk us in the alley. They bad touch us at a movie theater. Then try to manipulate us to work for the
Oh,
government.
dingy.
Dingy is just, I mean, they give us news where they tell us they're like the STD devil. And, literally, Dingy is getting pulled every which way, and none of them is going to give him a happy ending.
I mean,
Um,
technically some have, but
One has, but that bitch is toxic as hell. Like, let's just, come on, man. Um, and she also wants him to eat someone else alive to erase them from existence so that she can just drag the world into hell. The bitch is psycho.
oh yeah.
Two
She's sweet,
faced
but she's
psycho.
psycho. She's left, but she's right though.
She's a
I'm a mama. I'm a ma.
right. So
She's hot, but she's
Okura
psycho.
Okarum is who we aspire to be. That's when we get back to our roots of being gentlemen, being respectable, and respecting women the way we know we're supposed to. We're not conditioned to be dingy. So once we get that character development, we're asking, babe, how was your day? Good job. You did really good. Come on, I'm gonna walk you home. It's too late for you to walk home by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like Okarum is such just a stellar human being. He's literally my favorite pro tag right now. He's in my top five all time. Just he's literally my PFP on my Discord, like just routinely, So Okaroon is just he's that guy, and he becomes the MVP of the team. Honestly, um, in the last two arcs, where he gets
Yes.
trained, when he gets the training from Turbo Granny. And I also want to make a case for Psycho being the best mentor in manga right now. Literally, um,
Psycho?
Momo's granny.
Oh. Okay. I was like, psycho. Okay.
Yeah,
Hot grandma. Okay.
right. Yeah, I'm making a case for her and Turbo Granny is the best mentors in manga anime right now. Like, the kitchen's always open. Debate me if you want to. Um, Hot Granny literally trained Gigi to control his chi and the evil eye. And she trained Momo and basically got Ira together, a bit. And then Turbo Granny just made Okarum the MVP. I mean, come on, bro. Like, they have a stacked team and they just keep building. Like, yeah.
I Well, I also like how she trained him too, because I'm guessing you're talking about the music arc when they went against the musicians and all that. She
I'm actually
uses
watching that
rhythm.
show now.
Yeah. So she uses rhythm to help get him focused. And then that plays into what happened with the attempted exorcism, which was an amazing feat of animation.
Oh, God.
Both actions.
I was literally headbanging when I was watching the Hayashi just I we
Going to town.
bro balls to the wall. Yeah,
The
I
spirits
mean,
came alive. Like that was insane.
bro, they woke the dead and they were rocking out like let's fucking go. So yeah, I mean, I'm just there, dude. I'm making a case for those two grannies as the best mentors. Um, and it was my dude Yami for a long time in Black Clover. Um, who brings out the best in you. But
That's fair.
right now, I mean, in current gen, let me put it that way. We're not talking OGs. Not talking OGs right now because nobody's gonna disrespect Kaka Sensei on my podcast or just in my facing step. I have gone to war for Naruto, and I will go to war again. I've fought friends over Naruto, so I'm just gonna say that. But I have not gotten too much into a deep dive of Kagurabachi. So we're at about 30 minutes. Let's take our pause here and knock out another 10 to 15 minutes. We say DB.
That sounds good.
All right, bet.